Everyone. So today we'll solve the day one problem of the February streak lead code. So here the question is best time to buy and sell stock. The question is pretty simple and it comes under the easy category. The question here the problem statement says you are given an array prices where prices of I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return zero. So let's quickly jump to the example one. What it says. So you have been given a price array where each day has X amount of price to purchase and to buy. So first is 7. Like if you want to purchase the stock at day 1, uh, the amount is rupees 7. If you want to do it on day 2, the amount is 1. If you want to purchase it on day 5, uh, sorry, on day 3, the amount is 5 and so on. So at the last day, the amount is rupees 4. So you have to first purchase a stock and then you have to sell it, and you have to output the maximized profit you can get. So what is the basic intuition? So what is the basic logic behind it? Suppose I purchase a stock at day 1, okay, and worth rupees 7, and if I have to sold it in the upcoming days, so would I be able to get a profit? No, definitely not, because there doesn't exist any amount which is greater than the amount which was worth of day 1. So what is the basic logic is that you have to first purchase the stock which has the minimum value on, let's say, X day, and then you have to sell it on the upcoming day, considering the upcoming days which has the higher value. Like here, for example, like if we purchase the stock on day 2, the amount is rupees 1, and then if we purchase it, sorry, if we sell it on days like for the day 5th, here the amount is 6, maximum of all the upcoming element, and therefore we have the output 5, that is 6 minus 1 5. So this is the basic logic of the problem, which is very simple. So let's just quickly do a dry run where we have the example of 715364, the basic intuition, uh, 7 1 5 3 6 and 4. So first we'll definitely, this is the array of prices, let's say. So first we'll go iterate all the array. So first what we'll do, we'll take two variables uh, for storing the minimum and storing the maximum. Okay, pardon me for this writing and all, because this is my first ever video, and I can see that I suck at this as of now. Will definitely improve. Okay, so like for we have to iterate through the whole element first, through the whole array first. So at the day 1, this is day 1, day 2, day 3. This is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and day 6. So on day 1, the amount of the stock is rupees 7. So we don't know that whether the upcoming values would be greater than the day 1 or lesser. So we simply put this on minimum. And how to get the maximum? Maximum is simply the on the element which we have, like on the day we have. Suppose we have on day, what's it, let's say 1. So let's say on day 1, we'll simply minus that, like price of I, price of I minus the minimum element we have stored. Okay, we'll get to this again further. First let go through this, let's just decode this minimum thing. So we don't know the upcoming values whether it would be minimum or maximum. Then the first value, simply store that in the minimum for 7. Then we come to this day 2. We see here that the amount is rupees 1 of the amount of the stock is rupees 1. Then we compare it with the previous day. We see know that I could be in more profitability if I purchase the stock on day 2. So we decided to purchase it on day 2. So the minimum amount we spend here is rupees 1. So on we go to 5. We then compare it with the minimum, the one we have stored. So 5, 1, which is minimum, obviously 1. So let it be, and we continue so on. And at the last, we now, after iterating through the whole array, we concluded that the 1 is the minimum element. The 1 is the minimum amount that we are spending and can gain the maximized profits. And hence, like what we do in maximum, what we do in maxi, what we do is simply like profit price of I. We can't go back because we can't definitely go back. Whatever we purchased on day 1, like whatever we purchased on day 2, we can't change it by going to day 1. So we have to consider the future, the following events only, the following elements. Whenever we go to day 2 and consider like prices of I, when I is 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when I, ith element is on day 3, that is I equal to 2, and we consider that maximum, we are taking the maximum. So prices of I, 5 minus minimum, that is 4. That is 4. So we maxi, so we have maxi equal to 5 minus 1, that is 4. We store it on the we store in the maximum. The maximum value till now is 4. When we again iterate at the day 3, on the date 3, we have 3 minus 1, that is 2. And we consider that whether it is greater than the previous maxi or not. No, it's not. So we'll not take that. And we'll move further. We'll come to day 4. And here the element is 6. The amount is 6. We'll consider that we'll then take 6 minus minimum. Price is I. I is 6 minus mini. Mini is here 1. We took the most minimum. So 1. So 6 minus 1 mini. 6 minus 1 5. So is 5 is greater than 4, the profit which is, so 5 is greater than 4, yes, obviously. So we simply write here 5. We update the value to 5 because we have to output the maximum profit. And we go to 4 and see that 4 minus 1 3, which is not. So here we concluded with that, yeah, that 5 is the maximum profit that we can get. Now let's quickly move forward to the coding part. It's very simple. Okay, iterate the element from first to the last, and how we are updating the mini and max. For the minimum, are doing the minimum of price, and then maxi is just subtracting. We first stored the minimum element, like yeah, this is the minimum, and we are storing, and we are going through iterating every element and doing and subtracting the current, and from the current value we are subtracting the minimum value, and then we return simply the maxi. This is how the coding works. Thank you.